Hey everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and today we're going to be talking about flicking your bean. If you're unfamiliar with the monstrosity you're looking at, this He-Man wannabe goes by the name The Golden One, and he runs a channel here on YouTube. A fairly successful one. And he's here today to tell us that porn and masturbation are bad.
Fucking massive. Greetings. Today I want to tell you a little story from when I was 16 years of age. My very first boxing sparring session. Now, I was the youngest guy, and the smallest guy, and the least experienced guy, since, yeah, it was my first sparring session. And, good God, I got beat up throughout the entire session. Halfway through the session, I felt tears coming on. And you know, when you're 16 years of age, you want to be cool, you want to be tough. So tears coming on because you get beat up isn't the optimal scenario. Now I had a choice there. I could either quit, or as I did, and I'm excruciatingly thankful that I did, I forced down the tears and kept going. And got beat up some more, of course. But after the session I felt very good with myself because I hadn't quit, at least. Now what does this have to do with porn, you ask?
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. What the fuck does you getting your ass kicked in sparring have to do with porn?
Yes, it will become clear.
Okay, I have watched ahead, so I'm going to spoil this for you guys. He actually does bring it back around to the sparring story, but it still doesn't make any fucking sense.
I will utilize an example of two lads, two young guys. They're both 22 years of age. One guy has accepted me as his guiding light. The other one has not taken the glorious pill. And both of these guys are, you know, Western guys. So they have been brought up with a culture and a school system that doesn't really teach them, you know, how to conduct themselves as men. So they're clueless when it comes to women, as, you know, most young guys are.
Most young guys are clueless when it comes to girls because they want to fuck them, and they think there's some magical formula to make that happen. There isn't a problem with them not being taught to be proper men here. This is an issue of sexuality and growing up and hormone changes and feeling awkward in your body but still wanting to share it with another person. It's not because anybody didn't set these kids down and go, this is how you be a man. Don't worry guys, he is getting to his point. Real quick editing note here. Normally, if I was using clips this long, I would speed them up to make them go faster. But this guy's accent is so thick it can be hard to tell what he's saying anyway, so I won't be doing that. I do apologize for how slow his speech is sometimes. And that's not a slam against him. It's just sometimes really, really hard to tell what he's saying.
And let's be real here. I think all can agree, except for a few guys who are naturally talented with women. But like, for most guys, are women complicated? Yeah. Are women hard to understand? Yeah. Are women hard to deal with? Yes, they are. So no question about that at all.
Wait a minute there, Sparky. Women are not that complicated. They're just people, for fuck's sake. Yeah, they can be a little more emotional than we are. Hashtag not all. The problem is you're not being honest about what you're talking about here. What you're actually talking about is being able to fuck women. The only way they're really complicated in that area is that they don't want to just fuck everybody. That can be hard for a man to understand because we'll see women and like, yeah, I would fuck that. And we mean it. We would actually fuck whoever we're talking about if the circumstances were right. Women are a little more picky than we are. And you're looking at this as some kind of puzzle that needs solved. It's not. Sometimes you're just not compatible and women aren't interested in you. It's okay. And if a woman isn't interested in you, there's no magic formula that's going to make her interested in you, short of getting her drunk or in some other way taking advantage of her. Now, that's not to say if two people are out drinking and they end up fucking that it's taking advantage of them. I'm talking about specifically getting her drunk so you can get into her pants. That's dirty, don't do it. But other than something like that, there's no magic formula. If she's not into you, she's not fucking into you. There are plenty of other women out there. Chances are, one of them will be. We are skipping a bit because, Jesus, fuck, this guy talks slow and I have shit to do. He goes on to tell us about the two guys. They both go on dates. They have horrible dates. One turns to porn. The other one takes the glorious pill and follows the golden one's advice to make yourself better. I feel like I need to start a monkey pill.
Now, the guy who says, you know what, I completely give up on women because they're too complicated. Yeah, everyone understands you. There's nothing strange about thinking that. But just because we understand you doesn't mean that it's okay. Because it's not okay. It's not okay to give up and go along the path of porn. Sun Tzu, in The Art of War, teaches us that if you want your men to fight harder, cut off the path of retreat. So, if I'm your metaphysical commander, you're my men, I want to cut off your path of retreat, because then you will fight even harder.
Wait, do you think the only reason guys watch porn is because they had a bad date? I know people who are in very active sexual relationships who still watch porn. And what war are you fighting? The war against beating off? Is that really a thing? You say you're not Christian, you're a pagan. Is there some pagan rule against jacking it? I'm asking honestly, I don't know. But even if there is it really worthy of a war? Or even a war analogy? It's masturbating, for fuck's sake.
So anyway, these two guys, 22-year-old guys, the Glorious Pill guy, he goes on a date a year later, and during this year he has improved himself. He has gotten more jacked, because women like a physically dominant man. No matter what they say, they do like that, just as they like beards. So if you have a beard, grow a beard if you want to procure a fair maiden and get jacked as well.
There you have it, guys. The secret to getting women. Grow a beard and get jacked. For fuck's sake.
You must realize this. You must realize that the masculine energy you spend on porn must be used to more productive endeavors. That is the absolutely first step in taking the Glorious Pill, cutting out porn from your life. Because you will feel better for it. Because you can utilize that energy for more productive endeavors. I haven't fapped with porn in over 4 years. Do I regret myself? No, absolutely not. Everything becomes better without porn. Especially sex. And you will be more confident as well. And confidence is good for all things in life. Not just when it comes to fair maidens. So you see, if you ask me, why do I hate porn? Yeah, because it is quitting. It is a way out. And yet again, yeah, I understand if it's hard to deal with these women. But every rejection, view that as a unique opportunity to improve yourself.
This idea that porn is only for lonely guys who can't get laid is just wrong. Not only do men who are successful with women masturbate to porn, sometimes couples use porn as a marital aid. They actually watch it while they fuck. And let me really blow your mind. Women masturbate to porn as well. Are you going to suggest they've given up on getting laid? Let's be honest, women can get laid anytime they want. They'd have to lower their standards. They'd have to be willing to fuck whoever will do it. But they could still get laid if they wanted to. Them watching porn has fuck all to do with not being able to get some. People masturbate for a variety of reasons. From sexual relief to stress relief to fuck, they're just bored. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as you're not doing it in a Walmart parking lot, who gives a fuck? Why do you care if men beat off? It's 5 minutes out of their day. They can still get as jacked as you. They can take vitamins and hit the gym. Yes, some people can become addicted to porn, and that is a problem. But for most people, porn is just an aid to getting off. It's just something they throw on real quick so they can have a wank. We don't need Sun Tzu and the Art of War to fight it. You can be confident, successful with women, have a wonderful life, be as jacked as you are, and still beat off. In fact, if you were to throw on porn right now and jack it, it's not going to ruin any relationship you're in. And from what I've seen here, it might be a good idea. You seem a little stressed. If you don't want to masturbate, fine. But keep that shit to yourself. Stop spreading the notion that it's wrong. We've had religion doing that for thousands of years. We don't need you adding to it. Sex is not a war. It's not something to be won by brute force or by trickery. Be yourself, and there's a good chance some woman will eventually like you. Sure, work on yourself. Self-improvement's a good thing. But don't do it because you think that's what's going to get you laid. And for God's sakes, don't avoid porn because you think it's going to make you unable to get laid, or because it's some sign of failure. It's neither of those things. It's just a way to help people get off. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up this one. If you enjoy what I do here, please consider becoming a Patreon supporter for as little as $1 a month. You can also show your support by buying something from the Monkey Store, or just sharing this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm the Ranting Monkey, and I'll see you next time.
You see, if you ask me, why do I hate porn? Yeah, because it is quitting. It is a way out.
Your life makes me sad.